Okay, hello, good morning, afternoon, and evening for everyone who watch this video. This is the explanation for my New York City TLC trip record data analysis. The New York TLC is Taxi and Limousine Commission based on the New York. So we gonna understanding passenger behavior and operational performance to enhancing service quality or maybe optimizing operational efficiency. So there's a four goal that I want to reach on this data analysis is first one is understanding trip distribution based on time and location to optimize the taxi fleet distribution, understanding customer behavior and preference to enhance customer loyalty and satisfaction, then identifying the fair revenue to analyze maximize revenue by adjusting the price, and last one is to identify tip behavior that can help encourage passenger to pay tips. So the data that I used is the NYC trip data that I clean. So the process is on the data preparation YNP. So maybe you kindly check the GitHub link that I already shared. So I just gonna hop on to the explanation on the visualization. So there's a trip distribution by the time, there's a by the date because the data is only record for the January and 23 only. So the data that I show this only for a month. So the lowest that have trip frequency is happen on the January 1st, 2023, which is the holiday for the new year. So and the highest peak is January 25 and 2023. But if you see the line here, there's some consistent increase and consistent decrease. Them likely this a consistent increase like 5 days here is weekdays more likely, and the decrease one is like for the weekend. It's happen. So we can see the progression by the time zone is happening mostly on the afternoon and followed by the evening. So this is the time when the workers getting home. And by the week category, we already saw the by the date also. So the proportion is most likely happen busy, and most the frequency is happen on the weekdays on 75%. And for the days is the highest is on the Tuesday is 16%. But yeah, the difference from the weekend days and weekend is kind of big here. Like for Saturday to the Wednesday is more the minimum is like 2%, but from the weekdays to another weekdays is like 1% less. Like the Tuesday and Thursday is like 1% more. But less, still less than the 2%. So by the days and hours is the most frequency was happen around 7 a.m. and until very late at 20 p.m. While the weekend has less frequency than the weekend. This is the weekend and this is the weekdays. So yeah, the frequency is like kind of lot big. And these hours at 7 a.m. till the 8 p.m. is the hours when the people going work. So if we can see the location also, the most crowded trips is came from the pickup borough in the Manhattan, and followed by the Queens and Brooklyn. This is the top three. The Manhattan is the highest at 36,000, and also for the zone with from the Manhattan is I think is Harlem zone with north one is 12,000 and the East Harlem South is 8,000. So the in the East Harlem is like 20,000 trip frequency that happen for a month. And for the location and the hours also, for the big city here is mostly crowded at 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. So we can conclude that mostly that the trip frequency is uh, mostly from the coming from the workers, because these three big cities, like the city with the most solo worker, and also especially Manhattan is like the biggest business city in the world. So the mostly employees and workers there. So the recommendation is increasing the taxi fleet distribution in Manhattan, such a larger frequency, and also the Queens and Brooklyns, and getting increase the taxi in the around 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. and reduce the numbers for the low demand areas and times like Staten Island, or the times is like for the morning and midnight. So continue to the passenger analysis for the behaviors like passengers mostly take the trips like less than 2 miles with 49%, and also with the duration is for less than 2 miles is like around like 5 or till 15 minutes, so that's 60% for 5 till 15 minutes, and mostly is taken by like one passenger for 86%. This is literally behavior of the workers and the employees for the taxi trip. So yeah, it's supported from the last conclusion. So for the preference, mostly using standard weight, because mostly is happened in the city, inside the city trip. And for the payment type is mostly using credit card for 66%, because it's more practical than the cash is 32%, and trip type is mostly passengers still using the street hail like for the 99% at January 2023, and dispatch is only like 0.94, which is pretty low. And to remember that this is the digitalized, already digitalized, modern. So maybe uh, we can focus for the recommendation is focus to improve the application system, because to limit low demand through the application, so that passenger more likely to consider booking a taxi through the application. So because the good payment system also with using credit card, so maybe provide like good and adequate payment system, like another one is like wallets. And to increase passenger loyalty, we can add some bonus gift, discount, or loyalty mm, reward for in the application that we should improve. For the fare revenue analysis, with the most highest trip and the most highest fare, average fare is from the Brooklyn Queens, followed by Manhattan Queens. The highest is $41 for like for one trip, and for the most popular route with the highest average fare amount is from East Harlem North and to the Upper West Side North with $16. And from the times and location, most highest fare is from EWR on the evening, and the fare amount for every borrow time is having a different. And for the most peak hour, most peak average fare amount is happening on the midnight until the morning, and peak at 5 p.m. with $22. And for the conclusion, for the fare revenue is like we can try to premium pricing given to consistent high fare allocation, such East Harlem North until Upper West Side North and the others. And alternatively, we can value added service like in uppers or loyalty points for, so we can could maintain or even increase demand without affecting the fare revenue stream, and organize event-based promo or discount for high traffics like Brooklyn Queens or Manhattan Queens. So we can still have attract the passenger uh, even during off peak times like on the weekend. So all of it still can be more easy to realize, easy to resolve by improve the application system. For the tip amount by borough, route with the uh, most popular route is the highest with $66 average tip amount with Manhattan to Queens, and still is Harlem North to Upper West Side North with $3. But for the most dropout, the most average tip amount for dropout zones is in the Breezy Point, Port Tilton, and Free Speech, and New York Airport, JFK Airport, Petri Park, which is this place is mostly on that mostly attracts the tourists. So maybe the most peak also still in the morning at the midnight until the morning, early morning, and peak at 5 p.m. at $5. So yeah, for the uh, factors also, there's some factors that have a correlation to tip behavior. So this is factor that affecting which the amount of tip that given by the passenger. So first one is the location can affect the tip amount. All this correlation here is I tested on the Python with the hypothesis test by Man Whitney Yu and Pascal Willis. So for the location is can affect the tip amount given by the passenger because the itinerary is rejected, and the day type is also the weekend is smaller than the tip. The weekdays is smaller than the weekend, so the weekend have a really effect for the tip value. But the time zone is actually all accepted, so the time zone is not affecting for the tip amount, and red code is also affecting the tip amount, and mostly is like on the airport like JFK Airport and New York Airport. Yeah, so yeah, it's affecting the tip amount. And for the trip type also, the straight tail is smaller than the dispatch one for the tip amount and the duration and distance, because the farthest distance the longest duration we will take. But yeah, these two factors is also affecting the tip amount, so the tip amount is bigger. So for the fare amount also, if the fare amount proportion is bigger, and the tip amounts that being given by the passenger is also big. And for the correlation with the numerical categorical is for in the heat map here is also the biggest one here is 68% for distance, 61% for duration, and for amount is the highest, which is 71. And for the speed is have a low correlation number here with 37%. So the speed is not really affecting for the tip amount. So back to the conclusion and the recommendation. So for this behavior, we focusly to encourage and socialize more for the passengers that we should appreciate and more give more tips to our passenger, and the remainder and is coming in the can do the reminder like small in-app icon in the application, especially reminder for mostly on the routes with have a highest tips amount and the highest popular route, and using the transparent and clear red code like the airport searches or the holiday searches, because the transparency maybe can build trust and encourage generous tipping the passenger, and they feel treated fairly. And the last one is maybe we can promote also the holiday uh, attraction, a place like Breezy Point, Port Hilton, Real Beach to Boulevard by discount maybe can attract more attention, not from the tipping behavior also, but for the trip frequency on the weekend. So all of it for me, the problem can be resolved by we can focus on the developing our service quality on the application, so people can be more encouraged to use taxi from dispatch trip type, so it can be increased also the pheromone can be maintained, and the behavior can be encouraged by the reminder or the information, and all of it can be all in the application with the bonus or the loyalty rewarding. Maybe that's all for my explanation. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.